Okay, so I have 4 pets in my house, 2 cats and 2 dogs, a lot of hair, a lot of shedding, and I have tried so many brushes over the years. This one really stood out to me because it has 4 of the rakes and they're plastic, so they're not going to be that harsh metal. So the company did send this brush over to me and asked me to make you guys a video showing you a demo of just how well it works on my long-haired dog. They do have different brushes for different animals based on the hair, but I'm going to take it a step further and try this on 2 additional animals of mine. Now, I didn't even realize that it was going to come in this nifty case. I love this case. I think it's so nice. I think it's such a nice touch. Packaging is so important, and the fact that this has its own little box that you can put it back into and keep it separate from everything else, love it. So I do own a brush from another brand with the name FUR in it, and they do have the metal prongs, and one of those metal prongs actually broke off, and so I do think that it snags my animal's hair, but I am going to compare this one to that one a little bit. So this one right away is super duper light, which I think is going to make it really nice and easy to just kind of maneuver it along my dog's body and really just get into his fur and not feel like I'm stabbing him with metal. So we're just going to get into it. I could brush Ollie all day long and continue getting so much hair off of him because he is just a sheddy, hairy little guy. But I'm just going to kind of speed this up and show you guys just how much hair I end up getting off of him. Even the first few strokes, I was like, wow, this is kind of crazy. It is very easy to use this brush. I think because it has the 4 different rakes, it's like, quadrupling the amount of hair that it's actually taking out at once. And the one thing that I would say that I'm not a fan of is having to manually pick out the hair versus on the other brush, there's like a little lever, like a button that you press that kind of releases the hair. So that is a little bit of a bummer just because it does take a little while to get it out. But besides that, like I said, I think it's doing, quadruple the work here and cutting down the time in which I'm brushing. I think it's also important to note that Ollie's a very anxious dog and he is very calm getting brushed by this brush. It is very gentle on him. I think it's more kind of like the feeling of nails, just giving him a nice good scratch for being such a good boy. So I think he is totally okay. He's in heaven. He's feeling good. He's probably super excited to get all of this extra weight off of him. So yeah, as I mentioned, I could go on and on brushing him forever and just continue getting all that hair off of him. But eventually we did stop. I did get a huge, massive amount of fur off of this boy, which is such a relief for him. I think the important things to notate about this brush and know is just that it is very, very effective. It's very lightweight, it's easy to use, and it's gentle on your dogs. Now, this is my dog Luna. She does have very much shorter hair than Ollie does here. We're going to go ahead and give her a try, give her a brush, and see if it works just as well or if it doesn't work as well as on him. And as you can see, it's working just as well on her as it was on him. So that's awesome because I don't really want to buy different brushes for each of my animals. So I love that this is actually working on her and getting all of that hair off of her as well. I'm definitely going to be keeping up with brushing them more often because I do want to see if this does end up reducing the shedding. And again, Luna doesn't usually like to get brushed, but she's very relaxed. She's letting me do my thing. And so I think that's super awesome to see and it's just such a positive note. And one final victim today, this is my cat Mishi. And again, this brush works really well on her. It got a lot of that extra fur off of her as well. So the verdict is in. This brush is just as good, if not better, than the other one that I was mentioning. I love the case. The only thing I don't love is that it doesn't have something to remove the fur, but I'll get over it. If you are looking for a pet brush for any of your animals, for any length of hair, this is definitely one to put on your list and take a look at.